We're at Stiles Field on Adelphi University's campus here in Garden City for today's matchup between the Adelphi Panthers and the Pioneers of C.W. Post. And welcome to Garden City. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The temperature is in the low 60s. A perfect day for lacrosse and a perfect day to see two geographical rivals battle it out. The Adelphi Panthers and the C.W. Post Pioneers. Two really good elite Division II championship teams. And I'm joined now by Kerry Gluck. And Kerry, you're talking about championships. There's a lot between these two ball clubs.
These two teams have a great rivalry, Joel. There's no question about it. They've met 48 times. C.W. Post has won but 13 of those meetings, and they have not won in the last 6 between these two teams. I know Coach Tommy Postel would love to change that tide today against this Adelphi team.
Well, if Coach Tom Postel is going to change the tide, he's going to have to stop Tyler Hevner, leading goal scorer for the Panthers. He's got 16 goals in the season, a lot of them coming late. In the last 3 games, he's got a dozen goals.
And 3 against Salisbury in their loss this past Saturday. He could be, I think, maybe the best shooter in Division II. He's quick. He's a great off-the-ball shooter. Certainly he's going to be one of the attackmen that C.W. Post is going to have to contain in this game.
And Adelphi is going to have to contain Rob Kasha. He was the former Player of the Year in the NICAC. He scores goals. He gets assists. A quality player as well, Kerry.
Absolutely. Perhaps one of the top players in Division II. He's bigger. He's older. He knows how to get to the cage. He's strong, and he can shoot the ball. And he is going to be one of the concerns of the defense for Adelphi. Great matchup between the Adelphi defense and Kasha and the offense from C.W. Post.
Now you're talking about experience. You got some youth on Adelphi as well. Joe Droge, the freshman at Comstock High School, he's been really bringing it lately. He becomes the second-time Rookie of the Week winner in the NICAC Conference as well.
He has established himself, Joel. He was a high school All-American at Comstock High School before coming to Adelphi. He is very quick, leads the team in assists. He is the guy who's going to give the ball to Hevner, but he can go to the cage as well.
And Kerry, you talk about wake-up calls as if they need it with these two geographical rivals battling each other. Well, both are coming off losses. One, the Adelphi Panthers losing down at Salisbury, and Nazareth taking care of C.W. Post by scoring 5 goals in the last 7 minutes to win by 1.
Both these two teams right now are coming off big losses, but the key right now at Adelphi, they have taken their stumble in Division II. They can only afford 1 loss. They've taken it. They have their backs to the wall. They are going to be fighting for every ground ball, every possession. Ball possession is going to be key today in both these two teams.
This should be a great game, and we'll have the starting lineups. A look at the coaches in just a moment. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision Sports.
Programming, TV that's close to home.
Back here at Stiles Field, the Panthers and the Pioneers. And here with the report on the coaches, Keith Irizarry.
Thanks a lot, Joel. When you take a look at these two coaches, Tom Postel for CW in his 17th season here at the helm for the Pioneers. Talking a little about the style of this game, he said it's going to be very indicative of how these two teams really go out there and play, whether they want to run or slow things down. He thinks that Adelphi has one of the best defenses, well, the base defenses, and for his team to get a victory, he feels like the short sticks will definitely need to operate well on offense. Sandy Capitos in his 9th season for the Adelphi Panthers, he feels like it's an important game for his team as they've already gotten 1 conference loss. That one came to Lemoyne. His keys to the game: possess the ball, create things offensively, and he feels like whoever has the ball most should win this game. As always, for both teams, face-offs and clears are extremely important. That's pretty much all for the coaches' report. Now back up to the booth.
And the lineups coming up in just a moment. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision. Game is brought to you by Adelphi University, www.adelphi.edu or 1-800-ADELPHI. And by Cablevision Local Programming, TV that's close to home. Back here at Stiles Field, gorgeous day, a little bit of wind. It's actually a crosswind for both teams, so neither team will be affected. Let's check the starting lineups first for the Pioneers of C.W. Post. Pretty much the same attacker, Rob Kasha, leading scorer, Kenny Watson and Chris Campone. The midfielders will be Anthony Santamaria, Drew Kavitas, and Larry Collins, all three seniors in that midfield area. And the defenders, Steve Messina, Nick Wiss, and Anthony Muratori. The goaltender for CW Post is Mike Zagari, a 5'8 junior from Bridgewater. He's got a save percentage of .571, 8.73 goals against average. Now for the Panthers of Adelphi, the home team. They'll start with Tyler Havner, 16 goals, 12 in the last 3 games. Joe Droge, the freshman, and Matt McGeehan, the junior. In the midfield, Terrence Campbell, Jesse Sorensen, and David Toy, the youngster from Australia, and Chris Muscarella, Brian Hahn, and James Droge, the older brother of Joe Droge, the defender. There's your goaltender, Mark Miller, 6-foot junior from Norwalk, Connecticut. He's got a 7.91 goals against average and a 62.1 save percentage. Getting ready to start things as the referees put the ball down, and it is controlled by Adelphi. And right away you see a lot of hitting in that midfield area, Kerry.
Well, you're going to see a lot of contact, especially from the Adelphi side. We saw the Adelphi Panthers make a mental mistake in and out of the box. That will turn the ball over to CW Post. Not a great start right now for the Panthers.
So Post with the first scoring opportunity in the game. They'll take it in to the attack zone. And it's going to be Chris Tampone. It's it on the outside now as they bring it in. That's Watson.
Now, right now, Adelphi University is showing a man-to-man defense, Joel, and I think you will also see them show a zone during the course of this game. Their zone has often caused a lot of problems for a Post, but right now they're in man.
Watson on the left side, looking down low for Collins. Collins has it inside the checkered area, trying to move inside. Good defensive play there. Here's a bouncing shot. It goes wide of the net. Race for the loose ball. Post's going to keep it alive at the end line. Now on the outside, CW Post still with the ball. Racing and turning with it. Santa Maria looks to get the shot. It's behind the net. And finally it's cleared by Miller, the goaltender, and he's going to send Gata on his way. Nick Gata bringing it up. Sends it to the right wing now.
That was a nice clear by Miller. As you noticed, Joel, he did get them into transition, got them into the offense, and right now we'll be able to take a look at the opportunity Adelphi will have for the first time in possession. Again, looking at the defense for CW Post, they're in man-to-man right now, showing a good defense, showing tight marking on the crease area where you would expect them to play tight.
That was Havner behind the net. He sends it on the outside. CW Post with a shot. Make that Adelphi with the shot, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it's still going to be a Adelphi ball. They'll have it behind the goal.
Back left. Back left.
Toy.
Who's going? Who's going?
Looking outside. Campbell. Campbell's playing on a bad wheel.
Back left. We're staying white. White.
Not a real prolific scorer, but he's a tremendous leader for these Panthers.
Campbell, good pass, tries to get it out in front. And that is Droge. Again, it's Campbell. Working the right side, trying to make a move around the goal. Won't do the backhander. Good turnaround, fires one over the net. Recovered in front with a shot and a great save there by Zagari. Post still in, make that Adelphi still in control.
Zagari came up very big there as drove the cage, and that is just what they are looking for from Zagari. They've got to get him off to a good start. He needs to build that confidence as a young goalkeeper, though he's only a junior. Joel, he's been really sitting behind two outstanding All-American goalkeepers at Post, so does not have a tremendous amount of game experience. So he needs to get off to a good start for Post.
And we've got some changes as there's a flag on the field. And it'll still be a Adelphi ball. Adelphi in the white.
We have an extra man situation right now. That penalty by Post committed by number 4, Steve Messina. Messina, as the preseason All-American for CW Post, can ill afford to be off the field. They really need him on the field.
Campbell to Havner. Good pass back to Havner. Fires one, and a score! Oh, what a great assist from Havner, getting it to Campbell, who put it in the net. It's 1-0 Adelphi.
That was a great feed. As we saw that cross-cage feed come across to number 21. That was Jesse Sorensen, who scored off on the left wing for the Panthers. Picked his corner, put it right up in the upper right-hand corner. If we look at it in the off-stick side, here's the replay. Look at the nice shot right above the stick of Mark Zagari. Now, Zagari, interesting to note, Joel, is a lefty, and many shooters have to adjust their shots to a lefty goalkeeper.
Battle for the loose ball. It's going to be tracked down and knocked out of bounds. It'll still go over the post. Man up goal. Scored by Sorensen. And I think Havner got that assist from the left point.
Adelphi getting off to a quick lead, as we noticed, Joel, with only about 3.5 minutes gone in the game. The extra man penalty really cost Post, and Adelphi will make you pay if you're going to commit those penalties.
All right, number 7. Bringing the ball up for Post. It goes now on the outside. On the right. Kavitas. Finally gets it out into the neutral area. Kasia. Back to Kavitas. Trying to work it inside. Good defense by Adelphi. Kavitas still with it. Trying to spin. Gets off the shot and a save made by Miller. Loose ball in front of the goal. Finally rescued by Adelphi.
Nice save again by Miller. He's made 2 good saves early on in the game. He's a big goalie as you look at him, Joel. He's good 6 foot, and I would say about 210, 220. Fairly mobile for a big goalkeeper. Very good on the outlet, as we saw them earlier clearing the ball.
Joe Strove. And he stepped on the end line. We've got a whistle, and it's going to give the ball back to CW Post. Droge stepped on that end line and turns it over. And Post is going to come back. Muratori on the back line gives the ball to the goalkeeper.
Adelphi in a very deep ride now. You'll notice not exerting a lot of pressure up top. They'll look to try and jump. Clear the ball rather easily with that soft ride by Adelphi.
Ball is now in the attack zone. And number 2 is Santa Maria. All behind the goal. Now tries to accelerate again. Excellent defense there by Adelphi. Double team. Coming over to help is Hahn. Ball is loose on the ground. Battle for the ball, and it's going to go over to Adelphi. It's a good defensive pressure. Hahn leading the charge there.
That was well done, and what Adelphi did there was they picked the short stick, took him off, put the long pole on the short stick of CW Post.
And now it's going to be Adelphi bringing it back up.
Again, you'll see a soft ride here being shown by Post. And again, Adelphi not having a lot of problems clearing with that soft ride.
Coming in now for the Panthers, circling the net. Looking to shoot, can't. Goes back outside for a shot from the line. Deflected outside, rescued again by Joe Droge, but not rescued in time. Ball went out of bounds. It's going to go back to CW Post. Number 4, Steve Messina. In no particular hurry to bring it up.
Defender there, Steve Messina, gave that ball up and perhaps just a little bit too early, trying to create the 2-on-1 against Droge.
Ryan Gold has it now. Gold racing behind the net, trying to set up a play again. Little flip back of the net. Again, good defense. Hahn doing a great job playing very physically, knocking the ball out of bounds. It'll still be CW post ball.
Hahn is a big defenseman, Joel. He's 6'2", only a sophomore as he transferred in from VMI. Very hard worker. You'll notice how aggressive he is, and he puts a lot of pressure on the short stick.
Out of the upstate area, Webster, New York. And once again, trying to bring it in is Post. And there's that man, Hahn, number 19 again, and he's going to draw a flag.
They're going to call the hold on Hahn, put him off for 30 seconds. No, now this will be the first extra man opportunity for Post. The last extra man opportunity that we saw, Adelphi took advantage of and put it in the net. And now we'll see whether or not Post can exploit this man-down defense.
Rob Kasha making that play and good possession of the ball and causing Hahn to pick up that 30-second penalty. So here's the man advantage. Kasha behind the net. Collins to Kasha. Good working by Post. Collins again with the underhand shot, and it's a save. And dodging the bullet but not clearing the ball is Miller. A shot and another save by Miller. Loose ball in front. Still both teams working for it, and a tremendous save by Miller as he fires it out up the field.
Great job by the defense, especially by Mark Miller. He is very much focused and into this game. He's made 3 or 4 key saves for the Panthers. Errant pass on the other end of the field for the Panthers, and that'll be a turnover that Coach Sandy Capitos would certainly like to see the Panthers hold on to the ball.
7:37 to go here in this first quarter, with Adelphi leading at 1-0 on the goal by Jesse Sorensen. Bringing the ball up now is Muratori on the left side. Into the front part of the field. Kenny Watson trying to accelerate. And once again, good defense this time by Gata.
Both teams now at full strength.
I'm sorry, it's shot, and it's another save. And the ball is going to go out, still be in CW Post's possession. But again, another great opportunity for Post, and another spectacular save by Miller. Watson this time with the shot. This is Kasha. And the call is going to go against CW Post.
A ward off against the offense.
And here comes Adelphi. Little back pass up the field to Muscarella.
That was Kasha that was called on the ward for Post. Turnover. Here's the 2v1. Here's the 2 against 1, and they cleared rather easily, did the Panthers.
Sorensen, who has the goal, has the ball now. Sends it in the corner for Joe Droge. Back to Sorensen. Outside now to Campbell. Tries to get it towards the net, and there's a shot, and there's a score by Hefner.
Hefner had easy pickings on that one, Joel. He found himself wide open right on the crease, a great feed inside. And he had a nice easy shot against Zagari with a one-on-one, and you can't give Hefner, who's now got 17 goals on the season. Here you'll see it again on the replay. Look where Hefner is. The defensemen are behind him, trailing him, giving Hefner an easy shot for Adelphi and the lead 2-0.
17th goal of the year for Hefner. By the way, Sorensen's goal was his 9th. So Hefner now with a goal and an assist. And Post's going to get the ball on the loose ball. And here they come. That's Collins, number 43. And we've got a whistle, and it's going to go back to Adelphi.
Mental mistakes right now are hurting CW Post. Turnover, scoring a goal for Adelphi, man-up situation for Adelphi, and a goal. Those are the mistakes that neither team can afford to make.
You have to admire Adelphi. Their backs are to the wall, as Kerry said in the opening. And they're playing gung-ho right now. Here's another shot, and it's blocked. Ball is picked up, going to be controlled once again by the Panthers. And finally recovered by CW Post.
That was Messina coming up with the loose ball. He is really excellent as a defender on ground balls. Probably one of the leading ground ball men on the team.
We've got a little bumping, and we've got a whistle. And the ball is going to go back towards the Adelphi goal. 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. 5:36 to go here in this first quarter. Billy Della Speranza's got it. Moving to the right wing. Still has it. A lot of plays being set up from behind the net for CW Post, and Adelphi is reading right into it. Watson giving it back on the outside to Kasha. One of the top players in the NICAC, one of the top Division II players in the country, in fact. That's Kasha. Once again, they battled by Hahn. Can't talk enough about the great job Hahn is doing. Now finally the ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by Muscarella. And his pass rescued by Droge. Joe Droge getting it inside for a shot by Hefner. And I don't know if he got it off fully or if Zagara made the save.
He got the shot off. He took that behind-the-back shot against Zagari. And it was a great feed by Droge, finding Hefner right in front of the cage, but his momentum was taking him away from the goal for the shot.
Ball is in the ground now. Loose, picked up by Joe Droge. He drops the ball, and it's picked up once again, this time Dave Leonardi for CW Post. Gets it back to Kasha. Make that Watson. Watson trying to accelerate. 4 men inside the box for Adelphi.
We have a flag down on the play also. I think we're going to see a penalty against Droge. It was either unnecessary roughness.
And that is, in fact, the call. So another man-up situation.
Post right now 0 for 1 on the man-up. They had the opportunity, did not capitalize last time. However, they will have a full minute for this opportunity, Joel. And we'll get a timeout called by Adelphi.
So there's a timeout with Tom Postel, the coach of CW Post, trying to give his key attackers a rest.
Too many.
Uses timeout now. 2-0 the score. Both goals coming from Adelphi. Jesse Sorensen starting things off from Hefner. And then it was Hefner getting a goal. That is his 13th in 3+ games. And I believe Campbell got the assist on that one. Campbell playing with a little bit of a bum wheel right now. By the way, times of the goals. Sorensen came at 11:34, and Hefner at 6:24. In 1996, Post defeated Adelphi 15-10 to capture their first Division II national championship. Ironically enough, in that stretch, Adelphi made 6 appearances in the NCAA championship game, 6 since 1993. And they won 4, lost 2. One of those losses was to CW Post, that 15-10 game that we just talked about. So you're talking really about 2 of the elite teams in Division II battling this afternoon. Now with the man advantage, Larry Collins has the ball go over his head, that's a mistake.
You cannot make that mistake at this level in this game when you're extra man. Throwing the ball away is just a mental error that I'm sure right now Coach Tom Postel is just pulling the hair out of his head.
Well, we know Sandy Capitos doesn't have that much left to pull, but he's got to be pretty happy, the Adelphi coach. They've played a much looser, a much more in-control game.
They're going to double up right here. And that was David Toy. Now, Toy has probably one of the best speed on the team. He really shows it. He's one of the best athletes, I think, in Division II as well. They tried to double team him unsuccessfully. Now they're still extra man.
Took a shot from a bad angle, and Zagari had to make the save. And back comes CW Post. Kasha looking to set up a play, and it's intercepted by Campbell. Campbell looking downfield, thinks better, runs the ball out himself. Penalty is up. No, check that. No. Penalty is still being on.
Still in effect
here. Is still in the penalty box. It was a 1-minute call. That's Havner behind the net. Now moving outside. And they've killed enough time to allow Messina to come out. Instead, he's replaced by Sorensen, and that's Sorensen with the ball.
Back at full strength at Adelphi now. They'll be very patient, I think, on offense, Joel, to try and take as much time off the clock and work for a good shot here.
3 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's a shot by Sorensen. No good. Droge out in front for a shot by Adelphi, and a score by David Toy. And it's 3-0.
Nice shot by Toy. He really fired it sidearm right-handed. I think we'll give the assist to Droge, who was behind the cage, fed it up top. as we'll take a look at it on the replay. And what Toy was able to do, and watch it. Here's Droge. You got a great camera angle here. Look at Toy. They take that shot. Well, what happened here, I think, is that Zagari got screened by some of the players that are on the crease. We'll take another look at it because I don't think he sees this shot coming. See how the players duck right there, Joel?
Yeah.
And I think Zagari was screened and did not see it coming.
Messina and Muratori were both in front of Zagari, and you're right, he didn't see the shot. And here comes Brian Gold. Giving it back along the outside. With the ball now for Post. As they try and work it in front. That's Watson. Ball goes off him and lost by Gold, and another slip by CW Post. 3-0 in favor of Adelphi with 2:17 to go in the first quarter.
Tom Postel looking up, saying, what do we have to do to be able to control the ball? And that was one of his concerns earlier in the week. Joel, ball possession, controlling the ball. Right now they have the ball, but they're making mental mistakes and giving the ball up too easily to the Panthers.
Miller brings the ball up just outside the box. Feeds it to Muscarella, to Campbell. Younger working his way into the offensive zone. Still with it. For a guy with a bad reel, he's moving well. It's Havner from Victoria, British Columbia. Trying to work a play from the right side of the cage. Havner with some speed. Will spin and try and get the underhand instead. Gives it back on the outside. Sorensen to Campbell. Campbell's looking. Back to Sorensen. They work it into the corner. Campbell's got it there now. In close.
Now Campbell has the short stick against him on defense, and this is the matchup that Adelphi would like to see, the short stick, and whether or not Campbell goes to the cage.
Campbell back to Joe Droge. Joe Droge just looking behind the net. Spins the stick, still holding the ball, looking to set up a play. Droge still with it.
He can play cat and mouse back there with the defender, Nick. That's Nick Wiz, the defender caught in front of the cage.
And the ball is out of bounds. It goes over to CW Post. They played a little bit too much cat and not enough mouse and didn't get off an opportunity. 3-0 in favor of the Panthers with 1:01 to go. The goal scorers Havner, Toy, and Sorensen. And now CW Post will have the ball. That's the goalkeeper, Zagari. Gives it to Muratori. Back to Zagari. To Messina. And the ball knocked away. And Zagari's got to hurry back into his goal as Havner's got it. Havner whips one in front. No good. Rebound put in. That was put in once again by David Toy, and it's 4-0. Adelphi. Check that on the goal scorer. That was Matt McGeehan.
That was a good ride, and the ride is what created it. Matt McGeehan will get a great look at the cage, one-on-one again with Zagari, and he was able to pinpoint that shot, perfectly placed, and Adelphi jumping off to a 4-0 lead against the number 1 ranked CW Post.
Well, one of the things that the Panthers were worried about, they felt that Post had a better offense, but they had a better defense. Right now they've got a better offense and a better defense as we have 35 seconds to go.
Illegal procedure against the Panthers on the face-off will give the ball to Post. Post would like to go into the quarter breaks, having something to show on the board, trailing right now 4-0.
Santa Maria still working left side. 18 seconds to go. Gives it on the outside to Kavitas. Kavitas looking to accelerate. Knows he's in a time situation. Good defense there by Toy. Kavitas there trying to get it in. Toy trying to ward him out. 4 seconds to go. Kavitas sending back behind the net. Kakasha looking in front. Here's the shot. It's a save. Wouldn't have counted anyway. We've played one quarter here at Adelphi, and it's been all Panthers. 4-0 in favor of the Panthers as time is called after the first quarter. We've played one quarter here at Stiles Field. Adelphi 4, CW Post nothing. Let's take this time out. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision. Well, what a tremendous first quarter for the Adelphi Panthers. They put 4 up on the board, Carey, and they allow virtually nothing to CW Post, not even many good opportunities.
And that is really saying something for the defense of Adelphi, holding this Pioneers to 0 goals in the first quarter. Post is averaging 13 goals per game, having scored 77 goals so far in their 6 games. And they've been held scoreless for the first 15 minutes as we took a look at Tommy Postel walking the sidelines, trying to figure out what he can do right now to get them on the board.
As a coach, Stiles Field has been a house of horrors for Tom Postel. He's been coaching here since 1986 and has never won a game. All right, it is now Adelphi. Teams change sides here to start the second quarter. Havener behind the net. Given it outside now on the right wing. Havener's got it back. Working against Steve Messina. To Sorensen. Back now to Delphs. Havener again. Again. Good play by Messina.
Havener dropped the ball. Check.
And out comes CW Post. The Pioneers move it up. Breaking in for a bouncing shot that goes high over the net and out of bounds. And we have a penalty on the play as well. That was Pete Raffini making that move. And there you see Raffini.
We'll have an extra man opportunity again for CW Post. It'll be a cross-check penalty, 1 minute for the Adelphi Panthers. Defender Chris Muscarella charged with that cross-check. So Adelphi down a man. Can they hold for the third time? Post right now is 0 for 2 on the extra man situation.
This is a very crucial sequence now for the Pioneers. Kasha. The ball on the outside to Tempone. Back to Kasha. Looking for something in front. Kasha's got it as he plays give and go. Gets it back for the third time. Just playing catch with it. They work it on the other side. Tempone spinning. Again, good defense by Adelphi. We have a whistle and a timeout call by CW Post.
Tommy Postel may not have liked what he was seeing his offense doing right now, trying to take advantage of this extra man opportunity. As you said, Joel, this is crucial. They have to get something on the board and get started right away. As we take a look at the huddle, as Tommy Postel right in the middle of the huddle there, Stan Kowalski to his right, as he's giving directions very vehemently to his offense.
He wishes his team right now was as animated as he is on the sidelines. Number 24, Chris Tempone. Number 28, the really All-American Kasha, the senior from Bethpage. 12 goals, 15 points, 27 assists. And there's Sandy Capitos. He's got to be happy with the way things have opened up. Game like this, the start means so much, Carey.
Absolutely. And again, Zagari in the goal needed to build up that confidence. He made a couple of saves early on, but has given up some goals, but certainly not at his fault at all. Zagari has been hit with one-on-one situations. You'll notice that a lot of the goals that Adelphi has scored, now they've scored 4 goals on 8 shots, 50% shooting percentage, but you know what? Those goals are coming in tight on Zagari. On the other side of the coin, post shots are being taken more to the outside. Miller coming up with the saves.
Tempone, Collins now straight away as they work the ball to Kasha. He's got it. Throws it back now to Tempone from the right. Looking to get it across the net. No good. Ball loose. Here's a shot by Collins. Again, a save by Miller. And Adelphi's going to get it back.
And, of course, who's going to clear it? None other than David Toy.
And I think he drew a penalty.
He did.
And here comes the shot by Havener. He scores!
A short-handed goal for the Panthers.
Havener with his second of the game, and it's 5-0.
And you got to give credit to David Toy. He's the guy who created that whole thing on the clear from the man down, using his speed, coming over midfield. Watch him as he looks to feed, and watch the shot, a low, underhanded shot taken by Havener, giving the lead to Adelphi by 5.
Think that McGeehan's going to get the assist on that, making the play. but this is all Adelphi. What an explosion for the Panthers. And what was a get back into the game situation for CW Post turns out to be the worst kind of disaster. Face off between Gata.
We're now going to be playing 5-on-5. Both teams now have men in the penalty box. The penalty to Adelphi will expire before the penalty to Post. And you will see, I believe the Panthers should go up a man up, and it's an illegal procedure against Post, and that'll give the ball over to Adelphi. And with that, you're going to get another timeout called by Tom Postel and the Post sideline.
Well, in case you've joined us late, where have you been? You've missed a pretty good lacrosse game thus far. 5-0, the score. The Adelphi Panthers lead in a game they must have. Sandy Capitos told us before the game, Kerry, that we have our one Division I slip, the loss to Lemoyne, and they got hammered by Lemoyne 18-9, and they came out as a team possessed. Started at 11:34, Sorensen from Havner. Then Havner at 6:26 from Campbell made it 2-0. Toy with 2:57 left in the first quarter from Joe Droge made it 3-0. McGeehan from Havner made it 4-0 as Havner scored his second from McGeehan just moments ago. And you see the graphic when you talk about elite coaches. 4 Division II national championships in 6 appearances, and that's since 1993.
Well, Sandy Capitos has done an outstanding job, no question about it, Joel. He is 73-30 at this point in his coaching career here at Adelphi University.
Talk about coaches with tremendous records. Jim Ferry, the coach of the men's basketball team, leaving to go to LIU and stay with us at halftime as Keith Irizarry will have as his guest the new basketball coach here at Adelphi, who's got to follow in some pretty good shoes, Jamie Cosgrove.
Now, we just saw Adelphi go into the extra man. The penalty up on the Adelphi defender. So now it's extra man for the Panthers.
Ball is by Havner. Havner looking across to Joe Droge. Another shot by Sorensen, and it's in. Make that Delps, and it's 6-0.
Kim Delps from Australia puts that shot high with his left hand. Great placement. And here you'll see again the cross field feed coming from Droge. There he is, looks up top. Delps has a lot of room, winds up with that left hand and is able to fire that shot past Zagari.
12:45 the time of that goal, and it's 6-0 in favor of Adelphi. That's Larry Collins with it now for CW Post in the green. Good checking there. But got him. Great defensive player. Collins still with it. And dropping the ball is Tempone. Loose on the ground, going to go out of bounds, still be in possession. CW Post.
Aggressive defense being shown again by the Panthers. They are really playing very aggressive, coming at the ball, sliding. Their second double is right on the money.
Kerry, it's not even so much that Adelphi is dominating the game offensively, as a 6-0 score would indicate, but other than a few early saves that Mark Miller made in the first part of the game, Post hasn't had a good shot on goal.
Look how quick Adelphi was to slide double the ball.
Kasha had his play broken up. Here comes Gata, the ex-Marine. Brings it up the middle. Looking there. Now we'll pass it to Sorensen. Sorensen holding on the left. Adelphi, as you would imagine, in no hurry right now. Still Jesse Sorensen with the ball. And he's being left alone. To Delps. To Ryan Klaus. Once again, Havner. Seems to be his office over there. Sorensen, as he switches positions with Havner. Inside the attack zone.
This is right where Sorensen likes to be. He likes to isolate behind the cage and attack from behind, and you saw him go to the cage and take that shot.
And you saw a great save there by Zagari.
Zagari came up big on that one because I think Sorensen did have his man beat because he got that left-handed shot off pretty well.
Sorensen again behind the net. Still with the ball. Now on a switch.
Now what happened, you saw Sorensen ran right into Drogue. Now Drogue was being defended by a long pole. The pole picked up then Sorensen. Now you've got a short stick on Drogue. Let's see if Drogue goes to the cage now against the short stick.
Trying to, but a good play there. And he dropped the ball.
Santa Maria, the defender for CW Post.
Excellent job. And here comes Post up the field. Ahead now for Tempone. Takes a bump, tries to move inside.
Back right, Chris.
Puts the ball to Watson. On the outside to Santa Maria.
Who's going?
Trying to move in. One bouncer goes over the net. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll still be post ball. Post player nearer to the ball when it goes out, not who last touched it.
Here we go, back left, Brian. Back left.
And with 10:05 to go in the second quarter, Post has it. Kasha. Again, Hahn all over him. Can't say enough about Brian Hahn and the job defensively he's done. Kasha lost the ball, tries to pick it up, goes down, no penalty called. Finally, it's recovered by Post. Here's a shot, goes over the net by Tempone and out of bounds.
Tempone tried to take that shot as best he could, but I think he had time to come down with the shot and then look to place it. They're shooting high, now you'll notice, on Miller, rather than taking those bounce shots coming around the cage. They're keeping their shots up high.
Kavita's shot missed. It's still post ball. Collins. Work done there by Sorensen. Collins goes behind the goal. Trying to spin away. Moving now left side of the cage. Collins takes a bump, shoots one. Save, a rebound is put in. I think that was Kasha. And finally, CW Post is on the board.
Now, I think it was Kenny Watson who had that goal. I'm not quite sure, but I believe it was number 26. Again, it was a nice one-on-one. It was good movement. Now, what happened there, Joel, was Adelphi looked to double up on the ball. When they went to double up on the ball, they left the weak side open, and that's where Post found the open player. Here it is. You'll see where the defenders are. Look at the opportunity that Kenny Watson coming in. He had a player even in front of him who was able to screen Miller and also looked to create some problems by that screen. So Kenny Watson.
12th goal of the year for Watson. And CW Post is on the board with 9:13 to go in the second quarter. So let's see if Post can ride some of this emotion after getting a goal. They win that ground ball battle. And here they come.
That was Chris Grimm coming up with the loose ball to maintain possession off the faceoff.
Tempone. Back on the outside for Hill. Hill behind the goal. Trying to spin away. CW Post trying to set up a play. It's out in front. Nice pickup there, and a shot goes out of bounds.
Look at the hustle by Miller. You got to love the way the goalie comes out of the cage, gets possession. You know, those are the little things that a team has to do to win the big games. You've got to get your goalie off the line to be able to come up with the possession after the shot.
Della Speranza with that shot. 6-1 the score, 8:26 to go, second quarter. This is Adelphi. They've been on defense for a while, so they finally bring it up. And we've got a whistle. That was Toy with the ball, and Adelphi is going to turn it over. Messina will bring it up. 6'2" junior from Great Neck. Gives the ball now to Raffini. Going right through the middle. Raffini trying to accelerate. We've got a whistle away from the ball. It's going to go against Adelphi. Raffini still with it. Raffini looking to send it in front. Still has it. And he throws it back out into the center zone.
Another errant pass, but that will now give the opportunity, as expected, for the Pioneers to go extra man, and it was an illegal procedure call, interference call against Adelphi, 30-second penalty. So the Pioneers will once again have the opportunity extra man. They have not yet been able to score extra man against this defense.
They've had several opportunities, in fact, to do it. In fact, they gave up a shorthanded goal earlier. Now coming into the game is Gata, great face-off man, and Sandy Capitos is going to call a timeout.
Well, they were taking a little bit too much time. They're getting their man-down defense on the field. So Sandy wanted to get things straightened out, I think, on the defense and make sure that everybody knew who was supposed to be on for this man down.
6-1 the score. Let's recap the scoring, and it's been a lot of it. Delphi went out to a 4-0 lead in the first quarter. Sorensen, Havener, Toy, and McGeehan. Then Havener in the second quarter. Delphs made it 6-0. Finally, Kenny Watson scored the first goal at 9:13 for CW Post. And again, another opportunity for the Pioneers. They'll be a man up. Well, as you say, Kerry, the man-down defense has just been superb for Adelphi.
They really have done a great job. And I think Adelphi's defense right now is really controlling the game. They've really not allowed Post any real good opportunities other than the last one in which they went for the double, and Post very alertly picked up the free man and was able to find him. But up until that point, the Adelphi defense has dominated the Post attack. And that was the matchup that we really expected. Adelphi's defense is very strong, and the Post attack is supposedly very strong. So that was supposed to be a great matchup, but that war is being won by the defense.
And when Post has opportunities, Miller has been there. Tempone to Collins. Trying to work it in front. Inside Tempone. He lost the ball. Great pickup there by Miller.
Not a great pass. You notice that pass really jammed Tampone right on the crease.
And here comes Adelphi right up the middle. Mark Maresca looking now for McGeehan. Don't forget, Panthers are a man down. McGeehan still has it. Looking now for Joe Droge to Havener. Gets it on the outside now for Toy. And now it's Campbell with it. And both teams at full strength. Sorensen comes back into the play.
And once again, Adelphi surviving the man-down situation. I think that's been really critical in this game, the fact that Post has not been able to capitalize on the extra man.
Campbell setting up the play. Campbell is that spiritual leader out there in the field. And again, Campbell, you might see it, not fully mobile. Well, he doesn't look it right there, but his pass inadvertent, but picked up nicely by Havener. His shot off the side of the net. Havener dived for the loose ball, but it's picked up there by the goalkeeper, Zagari, and he'll send his teammates on their way. Murator.
I don't think Tyler Havener had a great angle on that last shot. I think he had to be another step up or so above the pipe to have a real good or have a better angle to take that last shot.
What is it they say about shooters, Carey? What is it they say about scorers? They've never seen a shot they didn't like. Here comes Post. Kavitas in front for a shot, and it goes wide, or did Miller get a piece of it?
It was wide of the cage. As I look at it from our angle, that was Kenny Watson who took that shot, and he had a good look at the cage too there, Joel. Might have done a little bit better. I think he's trying to pinpoint the shot just a little bit too much.
Collins. Outside from Murator. Trying to move inside along the right. Gives it back Kavitas.
And Kavitas has the short stick on him.
There goes a player down, and a save off the shot by Kavitas by Miller. And once again, Miller coming up big for Adelphi. Campbell up the middle. Nice flip to Toy. Toy has the angle, but instead sends it into the corner for Havener. Back to Toy. Adelphi in no hurry as a Post player dropped their stick. Coming in now is Delphs.
2, 3, 1. Jets, push out.
Toy brings it back outside Sorensen.
Top left. Who's going?
Sorensen brings it back into the attack zone.
Left side. Carry it.
Jesse Sorensen spent some time with the basketball team
Talk to me.
last year.
Ball's back left.
Team that was undefeated, 31-0 before losing to the University of Tampa in the Elite Eight. That's Sorensen. Good move, but he's held up, and
He's in
Gonna be,
the crease.
right.
Violation against Adelphi, but they took time off the clock. They showed a lot of patience there, Joel, as they are leading right now by 5 with about 4.5 minutes to go.
Postal have the ball. Messina, Kavitas
He's good.
on the left wing, turning, spinning, gives that to Della Speranza. That's number 9. Worked on there by Toy. Della Speranza trying to make a play inside. Gives the ball to Watson. Watson tries to flip it outside for a shot. That's blocked in front. Ball is loose. Great save by Miller on the follow-up, and it goes out of bounds.
Again, you said it absolutely correct, Joel. Great save by Miller. You notice his concentration. He followed the ball all the way. He goes down to his knees to come up with that save. And Post, though they came up with a little bit of the rebound, tried to just sweep it into the goal rather than take the good shot.
And here's an error that results in the Panthers' possession. And coming up is Sorensen on the right wing. Looking down low for Joe Droge. Joe Droge behind the net to Havner. Havner already has 2 goals in the game, 14 in his last 3+. To Campbell. Campbell in no hurry, and we've got a whistle. And the officials have seen something.
I think a chin strap was not buckled on one of the Adelphi players. It was just an equipment timeout. I think it was on Terrence Campbell as he came on the field. His chin strap was not buckled.
Ryan Klaus, number 41. On the outside. Klaus now working behind the net. It's Joe Droge with him. Looks for Droge, gives to Droge. Droge looks to flip it outside. Good block there by Messina. Droge looking to pick up that ground ball, but it's knocked out of bounds. Who's going to have possession? It's going to go to CW Post.
Off-white. Good attempt and effort by the Adelphi Panther offense. That was Matt McGeehan who kicked that ball inadvertently out of bounds. Soft ride again by the Panthers. Neither team really exerting a lot of pressure on the ride, willing to give up the clears.
Della Speranza brings the ball up. Now Raffini. Back to Della Speranza. Make that Santa Maria. Post with the ball. Capiti. And he is knocked down. Ball is loose.
Loose ball push. And there's a loose ball push against Adelphi. Kavitas, I think it was going to the cage, took the push. He had the short stick on him. He's going to the cage. Those are the matchups that we're looking for today. And that's what Post has got to take advantage of when they've got the short stick. Again, Kavitas has a short stick on him.
And he's got the ball. Worked on by Campbell.
There's the quick double, and then they throw the long pole onto Kavitas. So now he's got to try and find the open man who's got the short stick.
And the play by Campbell, and he loses the ball. Muscarella's got it.
Excellent job by Muscarella on defense.
Back to Miller, the goaltender. Checked there by Kasia. And the ball goes on the outside to Hahn. Flips it up to Toy. Toy racing into the attack. So what a score! Oh, he let one go, and it beat Zagari, and it's 7-1 at Adelphi.
Looks like that low shot taken by Toy to the off-stick side of Zagari caused some problems, as I think that would be the 11th goal of the season. Here's the clear. Muscarella created that whole scene down at the other end. Here's Toy coming at you with the right hand, rifles the shot down low, beats Zagari. Another look. Great angle. Again, you see where Zagari is. A little bit, he's giving a lot of far pipe, and that's exactly what Toy took. He took advantage of the opening on the far pipe.
So Toy getting his second of the game, 11th of the year. Goal coming at 1:48. And back to a 6-goal lead for Adelphi, and here they go again on the attack. Havner. Back behind the goal of Joe Droge. Droge looking up top for Klaus. Delphs brings it in, takes it out, gives it now to Sorensen. And Sorensen on the left wing. Jesse Sorensen still has it, throws one in front. Might have gotten a piece of it, did Zagari, and out it goes.
Sorensen did a nice little inside roll move there to get an opportunity to take the shot. Put it up high on Zagari. Zagari makes the save.
Grimm to Tampone. Ball is on the ground. Muscarella overruns it. Grimm picks it up. Still a ball on the ground, and it's going to be picked up there by Muscarella. Saves it before it goes out of bounds. Throws it back, and it goes over the line. And the ball is going to belong to CW Post. We're in the last minute of the second quarter. And as you see, it's been all Adelphi. Tampone spinning now, moving towards the line. Brings it out. Good play there by Muscarella. Muscarella not 100% either. Doing a pretty good job there on Tampone. Trying to throw it in front, knocked aside. It's picked up there once again. And Post trying to retain control, but Adelphi gets to that ground ball, and we have a penalty coming up, and it's going to be on CW Post as the pass is lost by Ryan Klaus. 12 seconds to go.
Well, it's a full minute penalty right now for the Panthers. Slashing call, 1 minute.
Reggie Thurl picks up the call.
I think Tom Hill got the penalty. He's in the penalty box
That's
over
correct.
here.
Number 10.
So, correct. And I think we'll see now whether or not Adelphi will be content to run out the clock, which is what I would think they're going to try and do, start the second half with the possession. In this situation, Joel, when you're man up or man down, the team in possession at the whistle keeps the ball to start the next quarter.
Okay, that's the end of the first half as the clock has run out. Adelphi all over CW Post in this first 30 minutes of play, 7-1. We'll be back with our halftime activities in just a moment. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision. For Adelphi all over CW Post, 7-1. The Adelphi men's basketball team, another appearance in the Elite Eight this year. And with the 2 years of success that the men's basketball program had, Coach Jim Ferry moved on to become the head coach at LIU Brooklyn. But his replacement, a young man named Jamie Cosgrove, is now on campus at Adelphi University, and he is our halftime guest downstairs with Keith Irizarry.
We are glad to have him. James Cosgrove, the new head coach of the men's basketball team at Adelphi. First of all, congratulations, and how's that sound, the new Adelphi men's basketball coach?
That sounds great. I'm real excited to be the new head coach at Adelphi.
Talk a little about why this is such a good fit for you.
I think it's a good fit because of a number of reasons. I'm a Division II guy myself, played at St. Anselm College up in Manchester, New Hampshire. Played Division II, was an assistant coach at the Division II level, and I feel I'm a good fit following in the footsteps of Jim Ferry and Steve Clifford before him. Very similar styles, very similar type of people, I believe.
You mentioned those coaches. They did a phenomenal job here, and you're inheriting quite a heck of a program. Talk a little about the program.
Yeah, the program's in unbelievable shape. They've been super the last number of years, and I'm just excited to have the opportunity to keep that going, keep the tradition building, and keep the winning ways that have been going on here at Adelphi the last few years.
Your style, what do you bring to the table?
I think we're really going to be a defense-oriented team. We're going to be hard-nosed, in-your-face man-to-man, and going to be looking to fast break and create havoc on the offensive end, taking the ball at people also. And I think it's going to be a real hard-working team. I think it's going to be a fun team to play on and a fun team to watch.
What do you like about the players that are returning to this program?
I think we have the best backcourt probably in the region. With Tony and Wayne, those are two great players, and with Thomas, Cormac, and Sherman, I think I don't think there's a better backcourt in the region. I think at this level, I think you really win with guards. Obviously we need to replace some great players in the front court, but I think the pieces are there in the backcourt to be very, very successful. And now it's my job to go out and replace those the Eddie and the big guys that have been so great for them in the past few years.
Coach, you get hired on Friday, and it's already been a roller coaster ride for you. Talk a little about what you've been up to.
Yeah, it's been great. Friday I got hired. Friday night I went up to Providence for a recruiting trip, and Saturday I was there. Sunday I had to come back down here for the All-Star game on the island, and I had to be in the office on Monday morning, so I haven't even had a chance yet to go home to get clothes. I bought some clothes on the way down to have clothes for the first few days of my job, and hopefully this weekend at some point I'll be able to get home and get some clothes and get some things that I need to settle in a little bit down here.
Thank you very much for joining us at the halftime, Coach.
Thanks for having me. It's been great.
Back up to you, Joel.
Elite 8 appearances in a row. James Cosgrove is going to have a bit of a tough act to follow, but right now he's in high cotton, as you say, with this program. Still some good players on there. There's your score at halftime in the lacrosse game, 7-1 Adelphi. Second half action coming up in just a moment. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision Sports. Start the second half here at Stiles Field. The Adelphi Panthers all over CW Post, as you see, 7-1, and it's really been total domination. That score, not a mistake. Adelphi saved for a goal by Watson, just about doing what they wanted. Let's take a look at some of the halftime numbers. CW Post dominating on the face-offs, even in shots, but there's the big difference. 8 saves for Adelphi carry, ground balls even, and again, another big statistic. Man up, Adelphi 1 for 1. CW Post hasn't been able to capitalize.
Well, I think that's the big one right there as you look at the statistics on your screen. Not being able to take advantage of the extra man opportunities, you should be able to score out of those 4 at least 1 or 2 of those goals. And the fact also is that Post has been playing very, very aggressively on defense and has not created very much in the way of penalties.
Plays on in the second half. And that's Havner.
Remember now, as we start the second half, Adelphi is in the extra man situation.
And they're utilizing it well. Campbell gives a shot now inside for a Klaus shot that scores. And it's now 8-1, and Adelphi is 2 for 2, man up.
Good shot taken by Adelphi. Again, I think that was Havner who scored
right.
that. That could be his third goal of the game. Again, with that hard right-handed shot, we said he could be the best shooter into the D2. Watch him wind up. Under no pressure, he's able to take 2-3 steps as he comes in closer to the goal, and he fires it on the high on the goalie, Mike Zagari. Havner having a great look at the cage under no pressure. You can't give a shooter like Tyler Havner that much room with no pressure.
There's a battle between Collins and
a hold call against the Panthers. So the ball will be given over to the Pioneers.
So it's 8-1 now. That goal coming 33 seconds in.
Whoever would have guessed at the start of this game we'd be looking at an 8-1 game at the start of the second half.
Larry Collins, number 43, sends it on the outside now to Kasha, who's been really quiet in this game. Chases it to the corner. Hahn is with him. We talked about Kasha, and we've talked about the job that Brian Hahn has done, and maybe that's one of the reasons.
Absolutely. I think Hahn has been aggressive. He's been tough. He's not letting Kasha get in and get any kind of look at the cage. He's really exerting a lot of pressure. And if you shut off Kasha, I think he's really the key. He sets up their offense. He controls the offense. And I think Post really needed him to step up in this game, and he hasn't quite yet done it as a senior.
Number 23 is Joe Droge, the freshman. It's Campbell, number 31. Terrence Campbell, good pass now. And knocked down and picking up the ball is Toy. Toy looking to work it in front. Toy still has the ball. Flips it back on the outside to Droge off his stick. And it's going to be CW Post ball. 8-1 Adelphi. And really what is a must game for them. CW Post coming into this game number 1, and Adelphi number 5, and it's really looked an invert.
Well, it's really going to be an interesting end of the season as both these two teams usually meet later on in the year. However, this year a little atypical with them meeting so early in April. However, we cannot count out New York Tech. They are going to be a team that both these two teams will have to face. As Post puts one up on the board, gets one behind Mike Miller.
Timpone from just in front, sending it past Miller. And Kavidius getting the assist.
I didn't hear it.
And here again, you'll see the ball. You got Drew Kavidius with the short stick, and now nice look at the cage by Chris Tampone. Again, no one offering any kind of pressure And once you give these guys that kind of room, they're going to place their shot pretty successfully.
Now the ground ball is going to be picked up by Ruffini for CW Post. Using his speed. Working it inside, passing it for Kasha, and a great save by Miller again. Oh, Kasha was set up there by Ruffini, and Miller came up big. Tempone to Della Speranza. Number 9. Brings it back outside, changes direction, moves in on Gata. Gata supplying the D. A flip outside now to Hill. Tom Hill moving in around the cage. Takes a bump there. Fight from Maresca, and a shot is in.
Kenny Watson up at the top of the restraining box, takes a low bounce shot, and it bounces over the shoulder of Miller. He had another good look at the cage, but again, outside shot that they're now able to score on. Here's Tommy Hill. He gives the ball off, and up top, Watson, the defender getting up on him a little bit late, and there's the shot, bounces up over the shoulder of Mark Miller, and it now is an 8-3 game.
And CW Post knows the other end. They saw Nazareth last Saturday come up with 5 straight to beat them. So Adelphi's got to tighten up, and here's a shot that goes wide. Shot taken by McGeehan. And Adelphi will still retain control. Havener. Ball is dropped, but picked up there by Toy. Good move by him. Toy to Sorensen. Back now to Delphs. 22. Delphs on the outside. Back to Sorensen. A couple of quick goals has given CW Post a little ray. That's David Toy trying to move inside. Fires one. Good save there by Zagari. Ball loose on the ground. Picked up by Adelphi again.
Key. That was very key, coming up with the loose ball there. Adelphi is, and both CW Post have got to start coming up with the loose balls to take control of the game, and Adelphi right now is dominating in that area.
Delphs, one more time. Moving to the left, throwing it to the corner, Havener. Firing across the Droge, inside for a shot by Toy, and a save by Zagari. And it'll still be a Adelphi ball.
Good ball movement by Adelphi as they're able to maintain possession and get a couple of shots on the cage as well.
10:47 to go, third quarter. Delphs to Toy.
He's got the short stick on him, and they're looking to clear out a little bit, take away any chance of the double.
That's Ruffini with the short stick. Toy, they put it out in front.
Inside
Good
roll.
move. Fires and scores.
Inside roll move by David Toy. He set up the defender very well. As soon as he feels the defender on the high side, he took the inside roll move, took away a little bit of the momentum. That was an unassisted goal by David Toy from Perth, Australia. Look him set up the defender. Here's the move. See how he's up on the high side now. And now we go to the inside roll, and we get the inside move to the cage. Nice move by David Toy.
That was the one time where Adelphi took advantage of the short stick defender.
Absolutely. That was Pete Ruffini, the defender. Again, getting those matchups, getting your short stick offensive players against the short stick defensive players.
Collins in a battle.
Loose ball. Again, ground ball is going to be the key now as we come into the second half.
And Adelphi's going to pick it up, and I think they're going to draw a penalty as well. Picking it up is DeJesu, Aldo DeJesu.
A loose ball push called against the Pioneers.
So it'll go to Adelphi. DeJesu, a very interesting story, has played on 3 national championship lacrosse teams in 3 years. Has a chance to make it 4 if Adelphi wins it again this year. As the ball is knocked down, Sorensen's going to pick it up. He's also played in a national championship team in soccer. 4 national championships in 3 years. Must say that guy's a winner.
I would say he brings a lot of luck and a lot of skill to the game of soccer as well as to lacrosse to be in 3 national championship games.
Jesse Sorensen dropped it, picked it up. Sorensen flipping it back behind the goal. Hevener now has it outside. Klaus down low to Sorensen. 9.5 to go. Again, Adelphi's restored that 6-goal lead they had at halftime. Sorensen spinning. Tries to get around his man, does. Looking to send it in front. Here's the shot by Campbell, and a good save by Zagari. Ball loose on the ground. Finally picked up by the goaltender Zagari, and he'll flip it out to Raffini.
Good job by Mike Zagari coming up with the loose ball in front of the cage. That was important. They had to come up with that loose ball and take away some of the pressure. The defense has been on the field an awful long time, and the offense has not had much opportunity to work against this Adelphi defense.
Santa Maria with the ball now, going behind the cage. Looking for Collins just coming into the game. Throws it out in front. Watson fires high over the net. Kasha back behind the net. Kasha looking to make a play. Hahn on him. A shot by Kasha. Saved by Miller again.
Not a hard shot, neither a hard save for Miller. Kasha taking that shot, falling away in the air is really not a difficult save for Miller.
Mascarella to Hahn. He lost the ball. Rescued by Campbell. He lost it. Toy's got it. Toy lost it. Now ball is on the floor. Finally, Leonardi races for the loose ball. It's still loose on the far side. Hahn trying to rescue it. So is Mascarella. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go over to CW post.
And again, Brian Hahn did a great job on the far side, Joel. Went to the over-the-head check, created the loose ball, not able to come up with it. CW post coming up with this after the ball being put out of bounds by Adelphi.
CW post will have possession. 8:10 to go, second half. And with the ball is Watson on the left wing. Watson to Santa Maria. Moving in, spinning. Good check there by Mascarella. Santa Maria throwing it now on the outside to Kasha. Kasha again worked on by Hahn. Fires and scores!
Well, Kasha used all of his strength there to come by and beat Brian Hahn, the sophomore of Adelphi. First time he's come around the cage, used his power. Watch it again on the replay. He's got Hahn one-on-one now. No double. Takes a nice shot, puts it on the stick side and high on Mark Miller as Adelphi gives up the goal.
I wonder if Miller might have been screened a little bit by Hahn as Kasha came out in front.
And his first goal today. And here you have the leading scorer for Post with 12 goals and 15 assists coming into today's game, and that's now his first goal.
And now Post is going to get possession again.
Off the interference, off the illegal procedure by Adelphi.
Half the third quarter gone by. Post trying to get back into this game. They were down 7-1, 7-1 at halftime. Larry Collins spinning, trying to get it out in front again. Della Speranza back behind the goal. Kasha one more time. Kasha spinning, bump by Hahn, fires it in. Will it count? No.
And I think Kasha inadvertently stepped into the crease on his move around the cage to turn the ball over.
So that'll give the ball over to Adelphi. And bringing the ball up for the Panthers is James Draj, older brother of Joe, graduate student. Draj now brings it out, just puts it on the ground. Gata picks it up. And here comes Gata, the 27-year-old ex-Marine. Joe Draj.
Left side. Who's going?
Giving some room now. Tightened up.
Under control.
Good possession by Draj to Haven. Outside Campbell. Campbell left to Toy straight away. Here comes Toy. Trying to use that spin move. Finds himself in a double team and sends it out to Delps. Delps working the left side.
Kick right. Right side.
Delps flips it behind the goal. Joe Draj Fires. It's wide. Race for the loose ball. Still be Adelphi ball with 5:59 to go, third quarter.
Drode showed some good speed as you saw him do that little spin move and roll away from the defender and come around the cage, putting the shot wide, but a lot of good speed there.
Delphs tries to pass in front. Hit a player. It'll still be Adelphi ball. 9-4 the score. Here in this third quarter, Havener, Tempone, Watson, Toy, and Kasha have all scored. And now CW Post has the ball.
One of the first few mental errors and turnovers that Adelphi has made in this game.
And
what a
results in
shot!
Goal
Behind the back shot. Driving down the side, which is what you want to give the attackman, as we saw Post being able to capitalize. Watch this now, right here. He sees the defender, feels him on his back, behind the back shot, and I think he also catches Miller by surprise. And I do believe that was Kasha coming up with that goal. Now, he showed in that sequence right there his ability, and he is capable of putting the ball in the net, and why he is one of the top players in the division.
And Post picks up the ground ball. They've got possession again. Down by only 4, 9-5. Here comes Collins with a shot, and it's knocked aside by Miller. And all of a sudden, the Pioneers are starting to put some pressure on Adelphi.
Coming up with loose balls. This is going to be critical. And again, I think the Pioneers are really starting to gain a little momentum right now, Joel, as we come out with 5 minutes remaining in the third period.
And that pass intercepted by Muscarella. Picks up the ground ball, tries to move out of his own zone and does. And another error. And it's going to give the ball back to CW Post.
Now Muscarella there did not have to make that pass. Make the simple pass. He had Gata open right in the middle of the field. All he had to do was flip it to him and keep possession rather than force the ball down the sideline under a little bit more pressure.
Kavidius, number 12 with the ball.
Push it behind. Push it behind. Heads. On his heads.
Still working behind the net. Sends it in front and scores. What a great individual effort. And all of a sudden it's 9-6.
And it's down to 3, and this game is now a game as Adelphi and Sandy Capitos take a timeout. Let's watch it again on the replay as Post will draw within 3. And that's Drew Cavadias coming around the cage. His defender goes down, the pole goes down, and now, of course, that's a great effort, great individual effort by Drew Cavadias. And this is where the defender, he does a little roll right here. The defender goes down, nice little spin, roll dodge, and he takes that shot low, and of course Miller gives away a little bit of pipe, and on the far side, and Cavadias was able to place that in. Great effort, and it's now a 3-goal game with 4:34 remaining in this third period.
At one time, Adelphi was up 7-1. They went up 8-1 early in the third quarter, but all of a sudden, CW Post has scored 5 of the next 6 goals. And it's a good timeout call by Sandy Capitos. It's a 3-goal game now, and you could see the momentum switching from the Adelphi side to the Post side.
Adelphi has now given up too many, has made some mental errors. Post has come up with loose balls, and I think that's really been a bit of the difference in this second half, with Post scoring 5 of their last 6 goals since the 13-minute mark. So they've scored 5 goals in just approximately 8 minutes.
Face-off coming up at the center field line. And Gata will win it. Toy racing for the ground ball. And it'll be possession to Adelphi.
A loose ball push called against the Pioneers, and that'll give the possession to Adelphi. And now they've got to try and take some of this momentum away if they can.
To say the next goal is a big one with 4:25 left in the third quarter, usually at this point of the game, it's not that big a goal, but I think right now, in this case, it very much is.
Absolutely, it is for Adelphi to be able to stem the tide, because the Pioneers are coming on, and they're coming on strong.
Panthers have it. Gotta. In trouble there, double team. Looks to get it in front, throws it behind the net. Droge gives to Toy. Toy looking outside. Coming in is Klaus. Sends it back to Toy. 3:45 to go. David Toy moves around the perimeter and changes direction. Drop the stick, drop the ball. It's loose. Picked up by McGeehan, lost to him. Back comes Ruffino for CW Post. Ruffino down the left side. Ruffino moving inside. Throws it back outside now to Kasha.
Raffini doing just the right thing there. Let's give it up to the money players. We're coming down to the end of this third period. We want to get it within a goal. Let's give it up to the guys who can do the scoring, and that's the attack. Kasha, we got a penalty right now, and it'll be against Adelphi.
Extra man. Here's Della Speranza scoring. Della Speranza.
Now let's see what the penalty is. A slash, and the penalty will be intact as we start the next sequence. Here it is again on the replay. Now watch Vinny Della Speranza. There's a little move inside, takes his man outside, and he fires the shot. Miller not hugging that pipe enough, giving a little bit too much room for Vinny Della Speranza. There is again another look. Defender all over him, but again a well taken shot by Vinny Della Speranza, the junior, playing with a bad back. He's doing an excellent job playing through some of his injuries. Hard-working midfielder for CW Post.
And a man-up situation as well. As Brian Hahn in the box.
Important face-off right now for the Pioneers. They got to try and come up with the ball.
2-goal game. 6 of the last 7 goals have been scored by CW Post, but Adelphi is going to get possession. Here comes Joe Droge.
He's got to use his speed now.
On Wiss.
Cavadias and Wiz going to look to double up.
Back behind the goal, Havener. Tries to put it in front, but bump was McGeehan. And CW Post is going to get the ball.
Now this is really interesting, Joel. What we're seeing are 2 separate halves. We're seeing Adelphi, who played so smart and made no mistakes in the first half, take that big lead. And the second half, they've made the mental mistakes that were being made by Post early on in the game, and Post making so many less mistakes.
9-7 the score in favor of Adelphi, but the lead at best is tenuous. Here comes Kasha. Flips the ball now. To Hill outside to Collins. Behind the net, Kasha. Trying to throw it in front for Cavadias.
Cavadias had a great opportunity coming down. The cut was there, and he was on, just couldn't get that shot off.
Toy sends it up the field. Here's the gift to Campbell. Campbell looking down low for a shot and score by Havener. Oh, what a combination from Campbell to Havener. And that stems the tide, and it restores the Adelphi lead to 10-7.
Give them a little bit more breathing room, but what a great feed. Look at this feed down to Havener low, and how quick he gets that shot off. Campbell finds Havener down off the crease area, and Havener takes no time getting that shot off and putting it by Zagari.
And like a good goal scorer, he doesn't miss either. And it's now 10-7 in favor of the Panthers.
This game is far from being over, Joel. A great comeback right now by Post to bring this game within 3.
4th of the game for Havener. And now in some 3.5 games, he's got 16 goals. Della Speranza again. Both teams at equal strength. Here's Kasha giving it to Hill. Hill, left corner. Not to Vinny Della Speranza with a $1:32 to go in the third quarter. Della Speranza to Tempone. Tempone moving inside, working on Muscarella. Tempone shoots, but he never got the shot off. It was knocked away with a good defensive play by Muscarella.
Well, what happened was Tempone changed hands, put the stick in his left hand, which is where the defender was, and that gave Muscarella the free check on Tempone's shot.
And Adelphi with a bad pass gives it back up.
How many bad passes have they made in this quarter so far? That's really been the question and what has allowed Post to get themselves back in this game.
And Post will have possession. And here comes Nick Wiss, number 37. Back to the goalkeeper, Zagari. Bit of a dangerous play, but it goes ahead to Santa Maria. Back to Cavadias. Guarded there by Gatta. Here's a shot and a good save by Miller. Loose ball in front. Goes behind the net. It's picked up there by Collins. And the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Adelphi with 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, that was just a great check by James Droge. He went over the head check, knocked that ball right out of the stick of the Adelphi, of the Pioneers CW Post player, and created the turnover.
James Droge will bring it up again. Ahead for Sorensen. Jesse Sorensen up the right side. Adelphi would like to get one more shot before the third quarter ends. It's 14 seconds. Sorensen.
Now he's got the short stick on him now. Well, I think with the time remaining, we're going to see him go to the cage.
Sorensen, back of the goal, looking, turning. Can't get the shot. Now moves in front, shoots, save made by Zagari as time runs out here in the third quarter.
And Sorensen steps on into the crease, and that will end the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Adelphi has their lead cut somewhat. It's 10-7. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision. Well, at halftime it was 7-1 in favor of Adelphi, Carey, but in the third quarter, CW Post, and there they are talking, the coaching staff talking with the team, really putting on a comeback, and it's a 3-goal game right now, Carey.
And that you see was Pat McCabe, defensive coach for the Pioneers. And on the other side there you see Sandy Capados with his coaching staff surrounded by the Panthers. Adelphi being outscored 6-3 in this quarter has allowed the Pioneers to get back into the game, and with 15 minutes to go, I think we're gonna see what we expected to see, Joel. It's a close game coming down to the end of this last 15 minutes.
Joel Blumberg, Kerry Gluck, Keith Irizarry here at Adelphi University, Stiles Field. The winner, good leg up on going for another national championship. The loser, especially if it's Adelphi, it would be 2 league losses and pretty much lights out. Right now, fourth quarter getting set to start. Adelphi in the white uniform, CW Post in the green. And it'll be Gatta to face off with Collins of CW Post. Ball is still loose on the ground. Still loose, finally going to be controlled by Adelphi, and here they come. It's Toy working his way in. Still has the ball and finally lost it. And back comes Grimm. Flipping on the outside to Brian Gold, number 7. Gold working its way to the right. Excellent defense there by James Droge. Santa Maria moving it to the right corner. 3-goal game. Santa Maria behind the net. Looking to spin. Good defense there. Collins fires. In front, score! Kasha.
Rob Kasha does the job coming around the cage. And again, what created that opportunity, as we'll take a look at it on the replay, we'll see the long pole. See, the pole came up top to look to double, and that gave the opening down low for Kasha, and they were able to find him. Here comes the pole on your screen. See, that was Brian Hahn. Now that opens up the area down low for Rob Kasha to come around the cage, and they found him as CW Post draws within 2. And we have the game that we thought, as I said.
Collins picking up the loose ball for Post again, and they'll have possession one more time.
Collins doing a good job on the faceoffs for CW Post.
Tempone spinning on the outside. Gives the ball back now to Della Speranza, who has a goal. Vinny Della Speranza. Caught it there by Maresca. On the outside it goes. Good bump. Ball is loose in the ground. Still
Beats
picked up
3
there by
men.
Adelphi. Kasha, great play. Shot by Delis. Speranza goes wide. And a little bit of a question in the call, but they're going to give it back to Adelphi.
Well, you know what? When that shot was taken, the goalie, Mark Miller, was right on his line and appeared that Post had no one behind the cage. So that ball automatically will go to the goalkeeper on that situation.
Mascarella to the goaltender Miller. And he's got it again. Back to Mascarella. Flips the ball high to Sorensen. Trying to move in. Good move around Grimm. Now Havener trying to get himself away from Messina. Back it goes. Klaus to Campbell. 2-goal game right now. One time it was 7. Klaus. Crisscross with Campbell. Ryan Klaus, 41.
We're staying white. We're staying white.
Just going to take it behind the goal.
Under control now.
And now we'll set up. 23 is Joe Droz with him. Klaus spinning. Trying to move on Grimm. Now goes to the other side. Whips one, and a great save there by the goaltender, Zagari. And who's going to get the ball? It's going to be Adelphi.
They had the backup on the shot. Joe Droge picks it up and again sets up the offense.
Sorensen to Campbell. 31, Terrence Campbell. Back to Klaus. Trying to move it on Raffini. Back outside it goes now to Campbell. Campbell looks at Sorensen. Gives Sorensen right side. Sorensen has to bring it outside. And then brings it back in. Terrence Campbell. In front. Shot. And a save.
Oh,
The
what a
Strokes took
save.
it. Havener has the ball. Whips a pass now to Sorensen. Sorensen inside. Shoots one and he fired it wide.
What a great save by Zagari. Excellent opportunity for Adelphi, but and the Panthers keep possession after 2 shots and had good look at the cage.
Klaus again. Takes a bump from Raffini one more time. And here's that short stick defender, as you say. Shot by Klaus. Might have been deflected by Raffini.
Off the stick of the defender, but yet still Droge behind the cage, giving the backup for possession.
Still be a Adelphi ball. As the play comes inside. Sorensen to Klaus. Klaus along the left wing. Spins. Flips the ball to Campbell. Back to Sorensen. Sorensen, good check there. Jesse Sorensen trying to make some space for himself. Moving inside. Sorensen behind the goal again. Sorensen trying to make a play. Almost stepped into the crease. Back it goes to Klaus. Whips the pass now to Campbell. Fakes the shot. Gets it behind the goal one more time. This time Joe Droge for the running Klaus. Can't shoot. Finally does it. Scores!
Big goal right there by number 41, Ryan Klaus, senior. Once a 2-time All-American at Nassau Community College. Attacked the cage. He had the short stick on him. They found him as he cut to the cage. Does a quick little roll right here. Look at the move. He has the short stick. And there's the little roll move. And takes a hard right-handed shot right off the off-stick shoulder of the goalie, Mike Zagari.
Back to a 3-goal game. Adelphi in front with 10:48. Klaus, I believe that's his second of the game. No, his first. And on the face-off, it's controlled by Adelphi. Miller gives the ball now on the outside.
Oh, there's a mental mistake.
Over his head.
Turnover.
Picked up there by Watson. Takasha. Inside goal. Bouncer scores.
Easy goal for CW Post. You saw Miller come out of the cage looking to try and pick up the open man, and that was number 7 for CW Post who scored. I think it was Brian Gold. Watch it again on the replay. You saw Miller come up. Gold was wide open off the face-off, And Miller really didn't have many options, I should say. And once he comes off his line, he just opens the door for number 7, Brian Gold from East Meadow, the sophomore.
Back to a 2-goal game. Second goal of the year for Brian Gold. And now Gada's going to try for the loose ball, picks up the grounder and attacks. Moves into the attack zone on the right. Throws it behind the goal to Havner. Tyler Havner sends it back outside. Now for Joe Droge. To Havner. Looking that right side. Sends it across the field now to Toy. Toy looking inside for Delphs. Delphs spinning. And he gives to Sorensen. Sorensen outside the box. Sorensen will bring it in. 11-9. At the beginning of this game looked like it was all going to be Adelphi, but CW Post went on a run in the third quarter, and now we've got a 2-goal game. Delphs to Toy, to Havner. 4 goals in the game for Tyler Havner. Knock on the outside. It goes to Delphs, to Sorensen. Adelphi just letting the clock run down. You're going to have to do some attacking. You're just going to wait for the good shot. Jesse Sorensen, number 21, with the ball behind the goal.
Again, he's got the short stick against him.
And a shot and a save by Zagari.
Big save by Zagari as, again, Adelphi found the cutter down low.
It was McGeehan. And back comes Messina. Giving the ball now to the MVP, Kasha. Hahn working on him. Kasha trying to spin. And a penalty called against Brian Hahn. Kasha still with the ball. Kasha going behind the goal. Be a man-up situation. Shot is no good.
But he drew the penalty. Hahn will have to be out for a minute on the slash call. And again, Post for 6th time today, I'm guessing, because I don't have the statistic in front of me, but I'm guessing 6 times has been extra man and has really not been able to show a lot of success against this great man-down defense for Adelphi. Their man-down defense has killed 80%, only allowing 19% scoring off their man-down.
Tempone gives that to Kasha. On the outside, it goes to Collins. Back to Tempone, who lost it. In the corner now, Tempone. Back outside, it goes Collins to Hill, looking down low. Kasha sending it outside for a shot by Collins, wide. And it'll still belong to CW Post. 8:13 clock running. Post with the man advantage and the ball.
And they're setting up in a 1-3-2. They've got the crease man. They look for him there.
Tempone couldn't hold the pass. Now gets it back. Looks to throw it in front, and it's knocked away. And back comes Adelphi. Maresca in the middle. Gives to Toy. Coming in. Takes a bump. Keeps control of the ball. Now throws it in the wing, and nobody's there.
Right there, I think, Joel, David Toy should have been able to have enough poise to be able to pull the ball out himself, not look to take it and look to dump across field. He was in position. All he has to do is take that ball, pull it out a little bit, and look to try and settle down rather than force it in the man-down situation.
One more opportunity with the man advantage for CW Post. And out of the defensive end they come. It's Messina.
And the penalty has been killed. So, again, successfully, Adelphi able to defeat that man-up situation.
And there's a turnover, and McGeehan gets the loose ball for Adelphi. McGeehan trying to come in. Eludes a check from Della Speranza. McGeehan looking for Toy. We've got a penalty coming up against Post. Here comes Toy in. Toy knifing through and scores! Woo!
Well, Post giving up the goal, and they have too many men on the field, and it'll be wiped out. They had 7 players on the field as they tried to see if they could catch Adelphi, but not successfully. And here again is the replay. Watch a nice move. See how he tucks that stick, protects it, defender behind him, puts the stick into the weak hand or the left hand, although he takes the shot with the right once he's beat that defender. Nice stick protection shown by David Toy as he goes to the cage. And, of course, you got to respect David Toy's speed. He's quick. The junior from Australia, from Perth, could be one of the best athletes, as we said earlier in the game from in the Division II. Does it all. He clears, he plays man down, can score, man up. He's a great rider. He's the complete lacrosse player.
4th goal of the game for Toy. And now Raffini has it for Post as they get possession of the faceoff. Cavadias. Trying to spin on Maresca. Behind the goal, looking out front for Santa Maria. Ball is loose now on the ground. Santa Maria, good pick up there. A penalty going to be called against Adelphi. Santa Maria still with the ball. Fires. It's in.
Santa Maria does it with his speed. He's got very good speed. He's comfortable behind the cage. Even though he's a midfielder, he's very comfortable behind the cage. He showed
Visit your Tri-State Quality Ford store.
and his ability to attack the cage.
Let's take a look at it again. The Santa Maria goal would have been a man-up situation.
Still is. It will be man up because the penalty's going to stick. Watch him. He just outruns James Drogue after Drogue committed the penalty. A slash call against Adelphi will give the extra man situation to CW Post again. Great effort, I think, by Anthony Santa Maria. He redshirted at earlier on, is the spark of the team. Very good dodger.
Santa Maria makes it 12-10 with 6:37 to go. And play is on. Collins has it for Post. Gives the ball now to Hill. Tom Hill from Smithtown High School, St. James. Has it now left wing. Campo still looking for a way to just get a man-up goal. Hill. Kasha. Back to Hill. To Collins, number 43. Number 10 is Hill again.
This is a real big extra man situation for CW Post.
Collins again. Back to Hill. Back to Collins. And a whistle. And Tom Postel, coach of CW Post, wants to readdress the strategy, so he'll call timeout with 6:05 to go. A 2-goal game. Adelphi led at the half 7-1. It looked like they were just going to blow the
Pioneers
off the field virtually. They made it 8-1 in the early going. By the way, CW Post is 0-5 in man-up situations. Adelphi is 2 for 3. But all of a sudden, Post scores 6 of the next 7 goals, and they got themselves back in this game. It's a 2-goal game now. This is the closest they've been virtually since it was a 2-0 game. And I'd say since about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and now it's been either a 3-goal game and a 2-goal game, and the teams have been trading goals.
And there you're taking a look at Tom Postel, head coach of CW Post. Very animated. Coaches with a great deal of enthusiasm. Very much into the game, as you can see.
He's a 2-time All-American at CW Post. 17th season. At one time, he led the country in his senior year at Post with 96 points. Been on a couple of world championship teams as a player and as an assistant coach. Won an NCAA Division II championship by beating Adelphi in 1995.
And as a player, he has right now still holds the career points, goals, and assists at CW Post.
And he only played 3 years. His freshmen were not allowed to play there.
That's correct, the eligibility.
Cavidius is a shot by Tampone, and it's knocked down by Miller, and it's picked up by Adelphi.
Tampone took that shot right on the stick side of Miller, so it made it an easier save for Miller.
Comes Maresca up the field. He lost the ball. It's loose on the ground. Finally picked up there by Messina. Good pass ahead for Cavidius. Gives to Tampone, looking for a man in front for a shot, and a score! The score by Larry Collins, and it's a 1-goal game at 12-11.
Good stick work, good passing by CW Post. Cavadias coming down leads the break off the turnover. And here you'll see it again in your picture. Coming at you, Chris Tampone looking to go to the goal, and they look to go far side. There's the weak side wide open, and the goal by CW Post number 43, Larry Collins, the senior. First team All-American last year, stepping up right now is where he should be, facing off as well.
One of 5 players from Sachem High School. And now it's Adelphi with the ball, only up by 1. Miller's got it. Bounces the pass back across the field. And here they come as James Droge has the ball knocked away. Good recovery. Sends it up now to Campbell on the far side. To Toy, knifing his way through. Toy with 4 goals in the game. Lost the ball. It's loose. Picked up there by Murator. And back comes Raffini for post. 12-11 the score. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Raffini up the left side for the green-clad Pioneers. Sends it back outside for Della Speranza. Della Speranza, again, no particular hurry. They want to set it up. Della Speranza will just hold the ball and flips to Watson. Watson goes down to get that pass. Watson coming in right wing, looking to set it up in front. Della Speranza again. Sends it back on the outside. It goes now to Goal. Goal trying to knife his way through. Good defense there by Toy. Goal looking to set up a play in front. Works it outside now to Watson. Watson spinning. Watson trying to turn. Looking to move it on James Droge. Out it goes to Cavadias. Cavadias trying to go inside on Toy. Has the position. Has to go on the outside. Lost the ball. Picked up by Adelphi. And here they come out of their own zone. Campbell with plenty of room to maneuver. Terrence Campbell down the middle. Terrence Campbell fits it up. Shoots and it goes wide. Deflected out of bounds. It's going to be a Adelphi ball. It's Havener's going to pick it up.
That was a great clear by Miller after coming up with that ball. He got them right into transition real quick.
Here's McGee and scores! Oh, what a great pass from Sorensen to McGeehan. And it's now 13-11. Adelphi has restored the lead to 2.
Matt McGeehan, the junior, finds himself in a good position right in front of the goal, forcing Zagari to come off his line and try and make the save on the shot. But again, McGeehan, one-on-one against Zagari, was able to place that one in the back of the net for that 2-goal lead with 3:42 to go.
A little bit breathing easier now for Sandy Capitos. Back to a 2-goal lead, but the way this game has been going, this is going to go down to the final seconds. Once again, Adelphi has the ball. It's DeJesu. Lost it. Picked up by Maresca. Sends it cross field now to Gata. Gata on the right wing to Havener. 4 goals in the game for Tyler Havener. Fakes 2 passes, still has it. And we've got a whistle and a timeout call by Adelphi with 3:15 to go in what's turned out to be a game as advertised, Carey.
Absolutely, Joel. This is really what we thought it would be. I mean, you've got these 2 top-ranked teams in the country going at it head-to-head. A game that is a must-win game for the Panthers. Not as much pressure on Post. However, they are ranked number 1 in the country right now in Division II. So, of course, they are feeling the pressure of being top dog. And Adelphi got their backs to the wall. They cannot afford a loss here or they are out of the picture. So this is what we thought it was going to be, as close as this is right now, exactly what we thought we would expect early on.
That's Tom Postel. You had a look at him. Now let's look at the Adelphi sideline. Somewhere in the middle of that huddle is Sandy Capitos, 4-time national champion winner with this Adelphi team. He's gone to the championship game 6 different times.
And I believe that was Jerry Fay, the assistant coach at Adelphi, working and talking a little bit with the offense there.
Now, first of all, you've got to give credit to the Pioneers.
Absolutely.
For coming off the deck of an 8-1 deficit in the third quarter. It looked like nothing was going right for them. They were tight. Adelphi's defense in the early part of this game was just outstanding. It's not that they allowed them only 1 shot. They had very few chances. And now it's a dogfight, as we would expect.
Again, we have the short stick playing defense on number 41.
Ryan Klaus, the ball handler. Chris Grin, the defender. And here's Jesse Sorensen coming in. Sorensen moving to the left side. Under 3 minutes to go. 2-goal lead for the Panthers. Sorensen.
Blumenauer with the pole playing defense. He was just moved to this defensive midfield against Nazareth just this past weekend. They were real pleased with his performance, and they keep the pole in his hand under this pressure right situation.
Sorensen still behind the goal. Blumenauer watching him. Sorensen is not going to shoot until he gets a great opportunity. Jesse Sorensen turning, looking, still turning, going back. 2:17 to go. Great kill of time here by Adelphi. Sorensen still behind the net. Now sends it in front for Klaus. He lost the ball, and Post picks it up. So a lot of time and nothing out of it. Here comes Post. Raffini, number 20.
Big possession right now for the Pioneers.
McGeehan watching him. Raffini sends it to the middle now to Santa Maria. On him is DeJesus. Santa Maria moving in along the left side. Santa Maria spinning. Santa Maria trying to throw it in front. Instead sends it out to Kasha. Kasha has to bring it outside the zone. Gives to Collins. Collins moving in. Collins trying to go on the right side. Good defense there by Sorensen. Collins now spinning. Collins behind the net. Looks to send it out in front. And it's picked up by Adelphi. It's picked up by the goaltender, Miller. He still has the ball, trying to move out of his own crease, and he sends it upfield now to Mascarella. He has room to move. Gives it now to Delphs. Delphs now, left side, has an alley, won't take it, takes behind the goal. 1:11 to go, 13-11 in favor of the Adelphi Panthers. Toy now, left wing. Toy back to Sorensen. Make that Delphs. On the outside, it's recovered there by Campbell. Campbell behind the goal.
I think you really have got to see Post come out now. They've got to go for the ball and double, and here comes the double. They've got to get possession. They're down by 2 with under a minute.
45 to go. Here's Toy dropping it, picking it up. Ball is loose and recovered, and it goes to Messina of CW Post on the left wing.
The defense did their job at their end. The double created the turnover. Now the offense has got to do their job over here, Joel, and they got to put something on the board. They got to come up with a goal.
Watson firing, and he missed the net. Outside the net. Ball is picked up by Miller. 19 seconds to go to Hahn, to Klaus. Is upended. Ball is lost. Recovered by Adelphi. They're going to win the game with 12 seconds to go. Klaus has it. Klaus is hit there at the line, takes another hit from Cavadias, and we've got a momentary stoppage with 5 seconds to go, but CW Post and Adelphi are going to battle to an Adelphi win. 1 to go. Game is over as Campbell and make that Hill and Hahn battle, and the game ends with Adelphi on top by the score of 13-11, and there's Sandy Capitos moves his record to 6-2, 2-0 in NICAC play, and CW Post, having started the season with 5 consecutive wins, now have lost their second consecutive game, and the Adelphi Panthers still maintain that momentum. Final score, 13-11. Adelphi beats CW Post. Back with more in just a moment. This is NCAA Lacrosse on Cablevision.
The gazelephant, the platypussycat.
Adelphi University, they beat Post by 2, 13-11. Our MVP, Tyler Hevener, is on the field now with our Keith Irizarry.
Tyler Hevener, 4 goals, a few assists on the game. Just a phenomenal game for you and the Panthers. Talk a little about a nice victory over the #1 team ranked in the nation.
Well, obviously it's a big game for us. I mean, CW Post Adelphi always has a rivalry every year, and you know, if you're not up for a game like this, I don't know what you're doing on the field. So, you know, we're just pretty pumped up, and we're happy to get a victory today.
Tyler, you guys had a big lead early on, 6-0, then 7-1, then 8-1, and then Post made a nice little run on you guys. Did you happen to even maybe expect a team like them that they were going to go on a run?
Oh, for sure. I mean, guys with Post has so much firepower. We didn't expect to win the game, you know, 15-1 or anything like that, but we definitely knew they were going to get a few goals in us, and obviously they did. It's fun. They made a game of it, so it was a fun day.
And for you guys, once the chips came down onto the table, it seemed like your offense started going once again. You put a few more in the back of the cage, and the rest of the guys really lit it up.
Yeah, I think offensively we haven't really hit our peak yet. Today we finally started playing as a team with all 6 guys in the field in the offensive end, defensive end. And I mean, what the defense stops in the one end, the offense can bring down to the other end. So I mean, it's obviously a team effort for us. And I mean, it all started back in the cage with Mark Miller today. He played outstanding. Our defense plays well every day for us, and finally the offense can chip in and repay the defense for a little bit of their work every day.
Tyler, you talk about team last year, the national championship. Take a look at where you are right now. Are you happy with where the team is, and are you happy where they're going?
Definitely happy. Today was huge for us. We've struggled a little bit this year. Definitely, I think repeating a national championship is probably one of the toughest things to do. We sat down before the year started, and we knew we had the talent in the room, but just whatever we put into practice and how we gel is what determines if we're going to be in the championship in May. So, I mean, things are working out right now. It's a huge win for us, so we're looking forward to the national championship.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. Tyler Heavener, the player of the game today, 4 goals, and Adelphi gets the victory. Now back up to the booth.
Thank you very much, Keith. And it was a huge victory for the Panthers. Heavener getting 4, David Toy getting 4. A tale really of 2 halves, Kerry.
Absolutely. Adelphi playing outstanding solidly through the whole first half, and Post coming back tremendously down by 6 and 7 goals to close it within 2. Played an outstanding second half. For these 2 teams, their big games are still ahead now as we look to see Adelphi will go against New York Tech. That'll be 1 week from today. That's going to loom very large for Adelphi, and Post the same. It's got to play Tech the last game of the season. That's going to be a game for CW Post. And, of course, Sandy Capitos winning here, and of course, Tom Postel not able to solve the mystery at beating the Adelphi Panthers.
Not much at all. Never here at Adelphi. This is the last time they'll play each other schedule-wise, but maybe not. Today's game has been brought to you by Adelphi University. www.adelphi.edu or 1-800-ADELPHI, and by Cablevision Local Programming, TV that's close to home. Final score, 13-11 Adelphi for Kerry Gluck. For Keith Irizarry, for the rest of our Cablevision crew, I'm Joel Blumberg. So long, everybody.